Hey, explorers,
Hey, everybody.
and welcome to our live show.
We are live.
What's the date today, Greg?
It is March 6th. Yep.
2019. So if you're watching this could be a...
That's me, sorry.
You could be watching a replay of our live show. We just have noises going all over the place on here tonight. So we do have some guests with us, and we're going to have a fun Disney show. As you know, we like to do a little bit of variety of cruising shows and Disney shows. This is our Disney shows. And for us, we are D&G Explorers, and I'm Derick.
And I'm Greggory.
And we are
D&G Explorers, as you just said.
And as you can't tell from our shirts here, a little bit different color coordination.
You forgot. We're D&G Explorers.
Yes. And we have two special guests with us. So we're going to turn it over first to RobFuz. Rob, if you can introduce, I think everyone knows you, but we might have some people on here who don't know you. Introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I'm going to be quiet. Hey, welcome. It's your show. I'm not used to being on other shows. So I want to start off by congratulating my buddies, D&G Explorers. They didn't want to make a big deal of it, but they are monetized. I am the first super chat. Congratulations. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being sponsored. You guys are awesome. First, so I had to get it in there. That's what the noise is.
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, it's RobFuz here. Yeah, I wanted to congratulate these guys right out of the bat. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So I'm proud of you guys. So that's all. I didn't want to make it about me, but I wanted to congratulate you guys. I know they didn't want to make a big deal of it, but congratulations, D&G Explorers, for being monetized. That is awesome! Woo! That is awesome. Look at Jim's going nuts.
Awesome. Thank you, Rob. That is.
I do.
Yes, we do.
Dilly, guys. Woo!
We also have Jim from More Sunshine. Please, Jim.
Introduce yourself, Jim.
Thanks for having me, guys. My name's Jim. My channel's More Sunshine, Please. Disney World-centric channel. Just started kind of doing a regular live stream on Tuesday nights. Thank you guys for having me on again. And Dilly, BOGO at Publix.
Dilly, guys. Woohoo!
All right. Dilly. So, Dilly. So what are you guys drinking tonight?
I've got Land Shark Lager. It was buy one, get one at Publix. So I'd give it a shot. So far, so good.
I never heard of it, but it looks good. Kind of like the same color as a Corona.
This is the Jimmy Buffett Brewing Company, Margaritaville Brewing Company.
Oh, awesome. We love Margaritaville.
And Rob, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm being very boring. As you know, I am on a diet. I'm drinking Coors Lights because it's only 2 Weight Watcher points, and that's what I'm drinking. So that's the first thing I grabbed real quick. So, but yeah, I'm boring. So,
what nasty drink are you drinking that you made?
We are both drinking a Corona Premier, which is actually a smoother one. But I added
Corona Premier.
It's spicy. The reason why it's a different color is because it's got a spicy V8 tomato sauce inside of it, and I had put a few things of Tabasco into it too.
Oh,
I had this at a restaurant we just recently had it, and it was really good. So, Dilly. All right.
Dilly.
So, Greg, introduce who's. Oh, wait, first,
Jim, do you have your magic button?
I do. Here we go. Everybody, first chat check of the evening.
On our show.
It didn't make the sound effect, though. So.
And that is our chat check sponsored by More Sunshine, Please, and Jim. So thank
you.
Dilly.
We have Finding Neverland on here. Rosie Wren, Sherry Stikuz, Disney Nerd Herders, Tim Turner, Kino Quentin. A lot of new people that I'm seeing on here. Big Daunts, if I'm saying that right. Captain Akron 27, Brandy and Dave. Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel, Karen Carter, Mr. Everything Man, WG Gaming and Disney History, Kyle's Vlog, Bob and Ashley, Misty Morning, I said Mr. Everything Man, Brandy and Dave, Kay Atwood, and Tina the Cruising Librarian, Wanda Byram, and think I've said everybody so far. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And if you guys haven't already, dilly, cheers.
Dilly. Cheers to you and everybody.
Ooh, cheers, guys.
That's really tomatoey.
If I sound like I'm yelling, it's because my ears are covered.
And if you guys haven't already, please check out Rob and Jim, their channels, and subscribe to them. They are great supporters of our channel. Jim is our support channel, which means we do a lot of projects together. And Rob is a huge supporter of us, gives us a lot of support. And we are his, I guess we are together, power channel. So
yes, power channels.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And we like to thank our monetizers every week. We have Bob and not monetizers. What is the word?
I like that.
What is the word?
Whatever the word is now, it's monetizers. So.
Moderators.
Moderators.
That's
Bob and Ashley, we have for our moderators. So you could, I mean, monetizer is okay, I guess.
You call them monetizers, they're going to think they're under some sort of obligation to fund this thing.
Nice. I like
awesome.
that.
So we have some fun stuff today. We're going to be talking about some Disney news, some Galaxy's Edge. We're going to talk about Epcot. This is all stuff that's out there, although there's going to be some announcements tomorrow, which are going to be exciting. But just so we get a chance to get a few more people on, first, in case you missed it last week, we did announce we are doing a D&G Explorer group cruise.
Woohoo! First group cruise.
We have some people have already shown interest and asked for flyers. However, being me,
gave the wrong email address.
I gave the wrong email address online. But it is in our, if you would like a flyer, it's on our channel page under the About section. It's in there, and I'm putting it in our videos going forward above our P.O. box. But it is the Disney, see, I'm going to say it wrong again, the Disney Explorers 17@gmail.com. Again, it'll be in the comments. Don't listen to me. Look in the comments, and also on our channel page under the About section. So real quick, it is in September on the 26th, 2020, and it is on the Symphony of the Seas.
7-night cruise.
7-night cruise on the largest ship in the world. So that's all for now. For now,
largest ship in the world. That's awesome.
It's an Oasis class ship, and they're building. They just put a new order in for a new one, and every ship they build of the Oasis class is 1 foot wider.
So, I wish I could put a new order in for just a big ship.
So this new ship will be 1 foot wider than the Symphony of the Seas. But for now, it's the largest ship in the world. So if you guys are interested, we booked 16 rooms. We want to kind of keep it small. You don't really have to do anything until May of next year. Other than that, the rooms will go back to the Royal Caribbean.
And they get a $50 credit.
They will, yep. So definitely, if you guys are interested, we kind of want to know who's going, because we do have certain rooms. Like we have 8 balconies, we have 5 inside cabins, and we have 3 ocean view cabins.
Well, now we have 7 balconies.
7 because we're taking one of those too. Yeah. So we'll talk more about that as we go along. But if you guys are interested, we would definitely love to join you, especially those who've never cruised before. This is a great chance for you to experience a cruise, hanging out with friends, getting to know us.
On the biggest ship of the world.
On a bigger ship, and not knowing, like, okay, what should I be doing? We're there to help you guys out and have fun with a lot of other people too. So that's upcoming. And then I think, Greg, did you have any news that you wanted to share?
The first, I'm pretty sure it's the first official Maleficent sequel. I think it's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Was just posted on Facebook. We posted it on our D&G Explorers page. It's just a side profile of the wonderful Angelina Jolie playing Maleficent. I thought she was awesome in the first one. So maybe she'll really turn the way that Maleficent usually is, evil in this one. So we'll have to see what happens. But it's really, colored well. It looks pretty awesome to me. Dark, dreary, just how Maleficent's supposed to look. So if you haven't had a chance, check that out. And also, Captain Marvel comes out this Friday for all the Marvel fans out there, Jim. Looking at you.
Oh yeah, it opens Thursday night. I won't be there Thursday night, but it opens Thursday night.
Yeah, so we plan on seeing it Friday to kind of give it our own review and see what we think about it. So I think it'll be fun. So
it currently has an 85 on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's pretty good. I'm excited about it. So it's they had the premiere the other night, and they had a lot of military there and everything, and it got really good reviews, and it fluctuates between 85 and 92, I think. So it's good.
Yeah. They said the 90s vibe, they did a really good job with it being set in the 90s. They didn't go too far. They had just enough, kind of like if it was in the 80s, which is my favorite era. But they've just been getting good reviews on it. So,
woohoo!
Sorry, I was just deciding if we should do that, but we'll hold off on that. All right, Jim, I think it's time for another sponsorship.
This is Chat Check. Brought to you by me.
By the way, I love Chat Check. It's awesome, Jim.
Thanks.
I love it.
We don't get the famous the little ring like the
yeah. You need that. You need the sound effect going there, though.
Someday. Today, this is all you get. I'm working on it. But yeah, it's super popular. People seem to like it.
So if you guys haven't seen Jim's live shows, he's starting to go live every Tuesday, and we are so happy that he's going live. He's doing really good. He throws a lot of stuff. I would say actually Rob and Jim, those guys are really creative the way they're able to do live, especially when you're by yourselves, because you're able to do more. When there's a group of us, you're not able to do that much technology-wise, but you guys are awesome in terms of the things that you add into it and the things you do. So definitely you guys check these two out on their live shows.
Thank you.
So saying that, we had
Kylie's where is it? Kyle's vlog.
Kylie's vlog.
Kyle's vlog. I lost my place.
He said that he just emailed about the cruise.
That's what I was gonna say. I couldn't find it, but yeah, thank you.
And then Disney Nerd Herder said that 1 foot may stop it from capsizing. You never know.
Yeah.
Imagine that something happens and there's findings and they do an investigation. It's because of that 1 extra foot that the ship sank. That'd be funny.
We did hear about that 45-degree tilt on that ship, and then Derick looked it up, and the picture of a 45-degree tilt, you're basically one side of the water. I would freak out if that happened.
Yeah, we're going on the Norwegian Escape in September, and that store, it got hit by like 120-mile-an-hour wind or 110-mile-an-hour wind. So it said it was at a 45-degree angle. A 45-degree angle looks like this.
Nice.
And we were like thinking, oh, it's 45. That's not bad. But it happened at midnight.
Everything inside tilting the one way.
I was thinking, what happens if the balcony door was open and it tilted that way and you went flying out?
Oh my gosh. Well, there was a wall, so hopefully they would have hit the wall and not gone out the window, but that's horrible.
Kyle said that allegedly best stand cameo. He actually plays himself this time. Oh, I wonder how much more he's going to be doing. Like how many he's in.
Well, I know they pre-recorded or pre-filmed a bunch of them a couple of movies ago, so they'd have like 5 of them in the can ready to go. So
that's pretty cool.
He should be in the last Avengers at least. You know, that'd be awesome if he was.
All right. So Jim, we didn't talk about this, but on last night, or your show yesterday, you talked about some stuff that they're going to be doing tomorrow for Galaxy's Edge, and supposedly. So can you kind of fill us in what they're supposed to be doing tomorrow?
Yeah, there's a shareholder meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern, and apparently they're supposed to make an announcement about kind of updating the progress of the construction of both the Galaxy's Edge in Anaheim and in Hollywood Studios here in Florida. So word is that, well, we know that Anaheim's going to open in June. Is that right? June? Is that right?
Disneyland, yeah. California.
Yeah. So word is...
Well, that's the rumor. I don't think that's official, but...
Well, I thought they had... they made a general time of year for Florida. They said it was late fall, but I thought they had a specific month for the Anaheim opening. Whatever. Point is, I think a lot of people thought that the Galaxy's Edge here in Florida was going to open. They said late fall, which could be, the middle of December. But now word is that it could possibly be opening September or October. I guess things are going that well in the construction. So that's exciting. And Walt Disney World's doing a bunch of stuff in preparation for all that. So we're not really going to find out until tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. So I guess 8 o'clock in California there.
If I'm a betting man, do you think they'd announce both of them or just California at this point?
Well, I know they just had a big press thing.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't think they know when Florida. I just, in my heart, I say it all the time. I don't think they know when it's going to be done. I hope it's September. That'd be awesome.
You know, when I go to the park and I see the construction, I mean, it's not near being done. It's not finished at all. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm just kind of telling you what I've read, but if it's any earlier than December, that'll be a bonus. That'll be nice. We'll see.
Was that the case with Toy Story Land though? It was like the week before it wasn't even ready. They got it done. A lot of things.
No doubt. I mean, push comes to shove, they'll get it done, or they'll present something and say it's done. Whether that was the plan or not, I guess I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. It's exciting though. Any news about Galaxy's Edge is exciting.
Definitely, yeah, we're excited about it. And the cool thing is we're going to be in Florida for the Disney Fantasy Cruise, which is leaving out of Port Canaveral. We're leaving it in early November, and if it's open that early, we might have to change our plans because we weren't planning on going to Hollywood Studios. We might have to change our plans to see what it looks like. So
if we can even stick one toe in there, if we're lucky, right?
Yeah. We'll be in.
Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys something? Whatever date is, the date opens in Disneyland. What day are you going to into the Disneyland one? You're gonna wait a week? You go the first day? Wait a month? What do you guys think?
We're not gonna go before it opens. We're gonna wait for D23 because we're going down to D23. We're gonna be in the park for 2 days, so it's just a matter of
try to get in.
Yeah, I'm afraid on a Saturday, which I think we might be going to the park on a Saturday. Any Saturday in general, especially at Disneyland, is insane. And now you add Galaxy's Edge to that, it will be, and school's out.
It'll blow it out the water.
Yeah, although I think at that time, some of the schools back here in California are already gone or back into it, but it's still a weekend. It's going to be insane, but we're not even going to step as much as we would like to. We have other commitments that we have, like paying 2 cruises. So we have to have those paid off by July. So we won't be doing anything extra like that until August. Are you guys planning, or Jim, since you're in Florida, are you planning on going opening day?
No, flat out no. I don't even like to go to the Epcot festivals on opening day. Just if I can avoid the crowds, I will. Yeah, that seems like a nightmare. Plus, opening day of anything, like a restaurant, there are bugs to be worked out. So there's going to be plenty of people there posting plenty of videos about it. I would prefer to watch that in the comfort of my home. Let a bit of the craziness die down, and then I'll go. So that's my plan.
I don't know if I'd want to watch too many videos of it in general, just because I would want to, see it for myself and be more surprised. Not to say that I won't watch some, but I just think it'd be better to experience yourself, because it's always going to be different than seeing it in video than it is in person. And Bob and Ashley said that they're going to go August 18th to Galaxy's Edge, and the crowds were insane at Epcot today for opening a flower and garden. So that was a mini chat check.
Oh, what was it? What was that?
He pulled it up.
Yeah, I watched a bit of Bob and Ashley's video today. I saw that line just for that orange bird sipper. Yeah, that's nuts. That's what I try to avoid.
But it's an orange bird sipper. You got to have it. It's a collector's item.
I'll get it on day 2. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So from some of the people that have jumped on,
I got to say a point here too. Though I agree with you. I don't know if I'd watch videos too per se. But I can. I'm going to be watching videos. I gotta see videos. So I'm probably going to spoil alert myself.
I watched a little bit.
All right. Welcome, Just Out and About Dawn, Adventures of David and Aaron, who we had on our show a couple of weeks ago, Alyssa Stenberg, and Michelle Phillips. So if I missed or we've missed anyone, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's our Disney show tonight, and we are talking about some of the new things which are coming out in Disney. For example, right now, Galaxy's Edge.
Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel. Her birthday is on August 18th, so that'll be pretty cool. You know, hopefully she can.
It's my anniversary.
Oh wow! Well, look at that. All these kind of fun things on the 18th. So hopefully she can either go there or see some videos for the time being.
All right, so a little bit about Galaxy's Edge, which we've already known about. So it's supposed to be being built, obviously, in California at Disneyland, and in Florida, Walt Disney World is being built at Hollywood Studios. Yes, Disney Hollywood Studios. I always still want to say MGM.
Say MGM, embrace it.
I know. Hold on to that. So they have two anchor attractions. So they have Star Wars, The Rise of the Resistance. So you find yourself in an epic battle between the Resistance and the First Order. And then also on the Millennium Falcon, where you're going to do a smuggler rum.
Smugglers.
You're smuggling rum from one planet to the next. You're a smuggler on a smuggler's run. So you and a crew are going to take the controls on the Millennium Falcon on a special mission, which could be a rum mission. Who knows?
Didn't they say it was like a group of like 20?
I don't think it's that big. For some reason, I just keep thinking it's going to be like, what is it, Mission to Mars?
Yeah, but there's like 5 people
or Mission
in
to
that
Space.
Little confined space. This is a lot more people.
They'd have to do it. And they did announce that some people were saying that the ride was going to be 28 minutes, but they're saying that the experience is going to be 28 minutes. So you're going to go from one place and then you're going to go into another. And then the actual ride part of it, this is the Rise of the Resistance. The actual ride is 7 minutes. But still, that's a pretty, for a minute, I was thinking of what's the one
like
that
a half-hour show, immersive and everything.
It's like the 45 minutes from Ellen's Universe of Energy.
Condensed version.
To 28 minutes. But they talked about Oga's Cantina, where you can grab a drink and an alcoholic drink, which is a first for Disneyland because Disneyland does not allow drinking. So that will soon change.
And they will clearly be noted which ones are alcoholic and which ones aren't.
They'll have a man like tipsy on it. But so you're going to get to hang out with pilots, smugglers, bounty hunters, and this is really cool. Entertainment by RX-24, the former Starspeeder 3000 pilot droid from Star Tours.
That's awesome.
Which was Pee Wee Herman, right? The voice of Pee Wee Herman?
He was, yeah.
And he's going to be the Cantina's DJ. So
it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be very interesting.
Is it Paul Rubens? Maybe
Paul Rubens, yeah.
Maybe his voice will still be in there.
That would be cool if it was. So a lot of this information you guys can check out on Disney Parks blog. They have a lot of different stuff that they're doing. So definitely check that out for more information on it. But they also announced today, it's called the Black Spire Outpost. That's the name of the village of the largest settlement on planet Batu. Is that right? Batu.
Batu.
Yeah, Batu. I was thinking Batusi, so I have to remember that. So it's supposed to be a bustling market, and just some of the stuff. I mean, there's a lot more than what we wrote down here, but I'm going to go through the list. And I'm probably going to say these names wrong because that's the way I roll.
But it's just fun to hear you try to say things.
So the Savvy Workshop, that's where you can build your own lightsabers. You can have them do special ways, which I think is pretty cool for the kids and maybe even adults too. All right, adults too.
Who are you kidding? It's more for the adults anyway.
Probably, yeah. They have, this is one I think is really going to be cool. It's called the Droid Depot. And you can, on a screen, you can design your droid, and then you go to the other room and they said, and you can build it. So I don't know if it's built for you, but basically when you design a droid, you are taking one home with you. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
that is really cool. That's something that I would probably
All
want to do.
park exclusive merch too. Like you can't get anywhere
Yes.
else.
Exactly.
Pricey.
Yeah, you won't be able to get them anywhere else except for this. They have a place called the Derick Toy Maker where there's handcrafted toys in there, and we were looking at them. The toys looked they didn't look really cool, but they're supposed to be handcrafted.
The plush ones did not look that great, but then they have a creature shop area where they look way better, and they're like plush type toys, but they look way more detailed. The ones at this other place look like you would get them from those crane machines where you try to grab them with a crane. They just don't look that great, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
But the other ones are cool.
One of the fun places that Greg is really excited about, you can go to the milk stand where you can have farm fresh blue or green milk.
Well,
Can't wait to see your live stream on that.
Milk.
I said we can make blue or green milk here because I'm sure it's like some kind of just like flavoring type of a thing, but it's supposed to immerse you, so it'll be worth trying.
They have the first order cargo store where you can get your first order supplies, uniforms, which are going to be unique to the land, like Rob was saying. And then there is the resistance supplies where you can get resistance supplies. So some fun things with that. They have some kind of restaurants, and Greg wanted to talk about the food. So Greg,
well, they were also going to have like that antique place where they said it's going to be more of an experience than anything. I forget the name. It's an animatronic, but the body of the alien looks like this. Like his face is up here, and then his head goes at an angle, and his eyes are like on the side. I don't know the name, but if I saw the picture, or if you saw the picture, you would know.
He's got like a hammerhead, right? He's got a wide head.
So, so there's 14, it looks like. This is at the docking bay 7, food and cargo inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The names, if anything, are more fun. So you have smoked Kadu ribs. I wish I had pictures for this. Fried Andorian tip yip. It's fried chicken. The ribs are ribs, of course. Felucian garden spread. So plant-based meatballs for anyone that doesn't like to eat meat or can't eat meat. Yob shrimp noodle salad. That one, we did see the picture. You can see pictures of this on what was the blog again that we just watched?
Oh, the Disney newscast, and oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Jack from DSNY
newscast. Yeah, Jack did a great job on the video, definitely.
Yeah, and then oven roasted burra fish. Yob shrimp noodle salad. I think I said that. Signature drinks are moof juice. That one is just fruit punch with orange pineapple and chipotle pineapple flavors. There's also Fatro, P-H-A-T-T-R-O, unsweetened tea, unsweetened tea and lemonade with dessert pear flavor. Children's menu, get fried chicken with macaroni and cheese and chilled shrimp with vegetables and rice noodle salad. Desserts are chocolate and coffee cake, green raspberry cream puff with a passion fruit sauce. There's also Ronto roasters. There's a Ronto wrap and a turkey jerky. Ronto wrap is like a spicy Portuguese style sausage on a pita with cabbage slaw and clutch sauce. Never heard of that. Turkey jerky is just house-made jerky and spicy or sweet teriyaki flavors. And then the good stuff, the drinks. Tatooine Sunset, half lemonade, half unsweetened iced tea with blueberry and melon flavors. These are all non-alcoholic, but sour sarlacc, which is lemonade with raspberry and spicy mango flavors. And then Maloran juice is a mix of pineapple, lemonade, blueberry, cranberry, and dessert pear flavors. You also have the milk stand that we just talked about. Now, the blue milk is actually berry and melon flavors, and the green milk is tropical and citrus flavors. So that's kind of interesting. There's not too many left. There's Oga's Cantina food menu. You get Oga is the cantina proprietor as well as a local crime boss. You might have remembered him from the episode 1. I think he was in that. He was the little flying guy with the little wings. He has Oga's obsession, dried fruits, blueberries, raspberries, and pop rocks served in a petri dish, and cantina mix is a bar snack. That's really all that they have on this.
They have some fun, interesting drinks. In fact, on the DSNY video, they show the drinks, and they looked really interesting on it, the alcoholic ones. Real quick, Jim, I think it's time for another sponsor.
All right, guys, it's time for a chat check. Sponsored by me. I don't know how else to do that. Is that all right?
That works
fine
for me.
Right.
So we had Kyle was saying it's an Ethorian is the name of that person. Captain Akron said, "How much are you guys? How much will you guys spend on merchandise?" I say not much, but then when I get there, I'm probably gonna be like a little kid in a candy store. What I like to collect are stuff that has dates on it, like opening, grand opening. Those are the kind of things that I collect. So if I see a lot of that, then I'll be in trouble. Other than that, I might be pretty good.
I was saying to you, there's so many things there. What would you even do with all that stuff? I mean, you'd buy it, and then, but would you really like use it and stuff?
You go on eBay and you sell it for $1,000.
Now, I will say the lightsabers look pretty cool. They look pretty authentic, and they're supposed to be, one of a kind type things that you can only get in Galaxy's Edge. So that's exciting.
Don from Just Down About said they are heading to Orlando tomorrow. So have a great time, Don.
Hopefully you're going to Epcot.
Have a good trip.
Wanda Barroom says, I wonder if they will let you wear the costumes in the parks. From what I understand, they do, because if I remember right, don't they have some kind of guidelines for the costume guys?
I think they do, yeah. I think you're allowed to.
And
then down the line, it's the Star Wars Hotel coming in that it's totally immersive in Florida. So I think, dressing up is kind of a thing.
Seeing if there's anything else.
When is it going to be? I'm going to guess soon that some idiot's going to line up for Galaxy's Edge. They're going to make a big deal of it. They're going to be lined up on the streets of Anaheim somewhere, lined up for this park. You always have like that one person who lines up like a month in advance or whatever. As soon as they announce the opening date, someone's going to start lining up. In the lawn chair or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Which is, they always do the sneak previews. So I don't know. That'd be crazy. But Jim, because I know you're more familiar with Animal Kingdom than probably both Rob and I. Does the menu and some of the drinks, does it sound like Pandora?
Well, a little bit. Certainly, it's not going to be the same. I hear that the desserts that will be served are they're designed by the now I can't remember. Short answer is they'll be different than Pandora. From what I understand, it won't be exactly like Pandora, but it will be similar. I haven't seen the images of the food yet. I've just heard and read descriptions of it. So, Pandora has their protein bowls or whatever at Thule Canteen. I don't think there's anything like that. Is there? They don't have I would think they'd want to keep those as separate as possible. So I don't think it's I think we'll have two separate experiences here. How's that for not knowing anything but giving you an answer?
Yeah, I think it's definitely sounded a lot. It sounded a lot like Pandora's menu, kind of like the same kind of concept. I think it worked. I think it works. Like this stuff, this specialty food and this special stuff, and the festivals and all that stuff, and it works for them, and it's a moneymaker. So with the merch and everything, I think it's going to be amazing. Everything just sounds amazing. It was always my dream as a kid growing up to go to the cantina and be with the aliens and drink with the aliens and like that whole world. I'm just like, oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. So it's gonna be so awesome.
You want to go with the aliens too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Bob
almost,
said,
it seems
"Sing it,
to me
Jim."
like Pandora is a testing ground in terms of the kind of foods, because Pandora had unique food that they didn't serve in any other spots in the
Right.
parks. And I think Galaxy's Edge is going to go up even more and try something uniquely different. They have like popcorn that is supposed to be sweet and salty,
Yeah, that looks pretty
and
cool.
spicy.
It's very
in it
colorful.
too.
It's like purple and blue.
Yeah, so there's going to be some unique stuff into it. Some other things off the top of my head, they have a set, if I can remember, there's a 7-foot animatronic that I actually thought when I was watching the video, I thought it was a person in a robotic costume.
Real, except when you see
but
the
it's
face.
supposed to be the new 1000 robot, I believe is what they are calling it. But it can like have like,
you mean like the animatronic?
The animatronic,
version.
yeah, it's a series of it. But that looks amazing. Kyle mentioned it. They have 50 stormtroopers that are going to be in the rides, animatronics,
That's a
as
lot
well
of
as some
animatronics.
other characters.
Yeah.
So I think their whole thing is going to be total immersion, and they're going to be as close as transferring you to the world of Star Wars, and immersing you in all these different things. I think it's going to be really good, and I hope they're able to pull it off. The only thing is at grand opening, I hope, because the crowds are so going to be so bad, how much is that going to take away from the experience of what people are going to be
And will they even have fast passes at first? I highly doubt they would, just because of the crowds. I mean, I don't think, for one, I don't think it's going to be fair for people that actually are waiting in hours worth of lines. I think it's just like it should be first come first serve for a while.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, you know, when they redid Pirates of the Caribbean, when they changed the auction scene, they didn't have fast passes when that reopened. So, and that's not nearly as crowded as Galaxy's Edge will be. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think fast passes right away. Anyway, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
We also had Disney World Adventures, and Arjon's joined us, and I think you said the Lucky Minute. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. And so what are you guys?
That character you're talking about. That character. Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. That character you're talking about. He's going to be on the Millennium Falcon ride, and he's kind of like the narrator of the ride. He kind of is the one who's going to be like telling you about your adventure. I think he's going to be in the pre-area, and supposedly he's in the cartoons. I'm not a big fan. I don't know much about the Star Wars cartoons, but that character is in one of the, I don't remember which one it is, but one of the animated series. But that's where that character comes from. He's an existing character, but he looks phenomenal. He puts the character from Pandora to shame. Maybe not to shame, but it's definitely like that level or better. It's very cool. I'm very excited. Derek, you're asking. I'm really excited. I think the home run's good. What is the deal with the costumes too? With the cast members, they're all going to be immersed too, and they're not wearing name tags as well. I heard that was a big controversy.
Oh, wow.
Did you guys see that?
About that? I didn't know.
Yeah, they have all cool costumes and everything. They were showing, that was part of the reveal too, that last week, that they were showing the different cast member costumes, and I just think it's going to be amazing. I think there's going to be droids zipping around, and they've been testing that stuff for years. So I think they have that down too, that there's going to be just a bunch of stuff throughout the land and everything. And it's hard to tell until we get there how big this thing is, because this thing is supposedly huge. You know, I can't imagine it. Well, sorry.
Well, I did write down that it's apparently the largest themed land expansion in Disney history. 14 acres for this land alone.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wait. They're going to need it.
I think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He said they're going to need it.
Oh, when you were saying that they're not going to have name tags, there has to be something that they are going to do for safety purposes, because if somebody really wanted to, I'm sure they could imitate a full costume. If I mean, there's talented people out there. So I would think that they would have some kind of a tag like hidden underneath, that if they needed to, scan it or, do something where they can tell that, yes, this is an actual person that works here. There would have to be something that we don't know as outsiders, I would think, just for safety purposes, because if there aren't name tags, I would think that would raise questions. And you said it's controversial right now. So maybe they're doing something like that. I don't know.
They could be testing it, and then as they get closer to it, they could change.
I'm just saying, like, something hidden underneath where if they had to, they could, you know, tell if it's someone that, you know, is supposed to be there or not. I mean, I'm sure that right off the bat they could tell, but
they released a bunch of images of their uniforms, of the cast members' uniforms, and they're all, I would imagine they're going to allow people to dress in Star Wars gear, but not like the cast members. So, and the gear that I saw is very distinctive. There's something distinctive about all of these things. So, for example, there's what appears to be some sort of like a flight vest, and it's this light blue color. So that's very distinctive. You're going to know that that's a cast member. And I wouldn't imagine they'd allow guests to dress like that. So they can keep the immersion, but also provide some sort of, you know, security. So you know who the cast members are, even though they're, you know, they're not ruining the immersion with a, you know, with a name tag, I suppose. We'll see. I don't know.
No, I also just thought of where Interventions used to be at Disneyland, which is the really old Carousel of Progress. That's pretty much all Disney, or sorry, that's pretty much all Star Wars. So that's where you have a lot of meet and greets. So I wonder if they're going to move some of that over to Galaxy's Edge, or if not all of it, and maybe repurpose Interventions. But then also for crowd control, they might leave stuff there at Interventions, and then have
they're going to leave Star Tours there, so they're not moving Star Tours.
Well, yeah, but at least they'll have like something to keep people occupied if they can't get into Galaxy's Edge. At least they'll have that for now, and then maybe slowly transition that building into something else and move everything else over to Galaxy's Edge. I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, that.
Right. Rob, thank you for the second donation today.
Oh,
you are
gosh,
awesome.
Rob.
Welcome, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Someone got my eyes like this.
Welcome. It's Joey's World. This Life of Ours showed us. Welcome, June and Rachel. I know you guys were also at the Flower and Garden Festival. Brian Uding. I always say the name. I'm sorry. And then also AGC Magic TV. So welcome, guys. We appreciate you joining us.
Yes, thank you very much.
And so,
what do you guys? I'm sorry to interrupt there. 1 second, guys. What you kind of passed over that? What do you guys think? Do you and Jim? A question for you too. What do you think? You think the entrance is there? You know, Muppet Vision is there, and then you have Star Tours too. Do you think at some point it's just totally going to take over and they're going to get rid of? I don't know. It's not really discussed much. You think they'll get rid of Muppet Vision and make this that whole area from Star Tours over all Star Wars?
They better not get rid of it.
You mean possibly getting rid of the Muppet area?
Yeah, because you know there's a buffer there. They got Star Tours, then the Muppets, and then it's going to be Galaxy's Edge. You think they'll just wipe that out and make that all Star Wars?
No, I don't think so. I think if anything, they'll put something in front of Star Tours. They'll keep Star Tours where it is, but they'll put something in front of it. They'll hide it. Maybe they'll get rid of that AT-AT that's there. Maybe they'll get rid of, you know, all that facade that's currently there, and they'll hide it, and they'll connect it to Galaxy's Edge somehow with maybe a new building, you know, with a corridor. That would be my guess. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but
you cut out a little bit. I think you said remove the a something, ATV or something.
The AT-ATs, you know, or the there's that one at.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Is it at or AT-AT?
We always call them at-ats.
I call it at.
I think those are pretty cool, though.
It's very cool. And the back of it is exposed. You know, they built that back when Hollywood Studios was more Hollywood-centric. So they wanted to keep some, you know, movie magic and allow you to see the back of that at. so it's hollow. You can see the rigging.
Movie magic.
Yeah. So, and you can still see it.
I like the
today.
I like the trees and the woodsy type of area. I hope they wouldn't take that down at least. You know,
when I saw the construction going around the Muppets, I thought it was an odd area for it. It does seem like an odd transition. I think the transition in Disneyland is better, especially when you have Frontierland and Critter Country.
It goes right into the
and there's 3 entrances in Disneyland, which I don't know how many entrances there's going to be. I think there's 2. I hope there's 3 in Hollywood Studios, but it sounds like there's only going to have 2. But I could see them getting rid of the Muppets, especially since the Muppets still have a presence in the parks, and it's in the Magic Kingdom in Liberty Square. So they wouldn't completely be getting rid of the Muppets out of all the parks.
But you'd be getting rid of the show.
They got rid of it at Disney California Adventure.
I know. So to put in the Frozen sing-along, and then the Frozen show came in, so they got rid of the Frozen sing-along. And usually Walt Disney World is pretty good at keeping like classic things or things that other parks don't have. Although I think they're going to be changing Terra there too, aren't they? Or is that not happening?
I don't think they're changing the Tower of Terror.
They're doing it in another park then.
They're doing it in Disneyland Paris.
Usually Walt Disney World doesn't really change a lot of the classic stuff that we don't have anymore. So, and then you were talking about that too. So I don't think they would. If anything, they might move Muppets somewhere else if they were going to bridge the 2 areas together.
Inside the Star Wars Hotel.
Huh?
Inside the Star Wars Hotel, you can go visit the Muppets.
Oh my God!
Muppets in outer space.
Yes, pigs in space.
Yeah. We also. Jim, I think this is another good time for the sponsorship.
Oops!
Dun dun dun.
Check.
Sponsored by Jim from More Sunshine, please.
I need a sponsorship. Come on, guys. Can I sponsor a chat check at some point?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you guys see Jim's stream yesterday? He made some interesting graphics that I really want. So I don't know if you guys saw that or not. So
Jim did an awesome job yesterday.
Maybe pull those up, Jim. Those are great.
If anybody's burping today, I got it ready. I got this graphic plus slogan. So we can call this up and then say, this belch is brought to you by D&G Explorers. D&G Explorers. I'm loving it.
That's Barney from The Simpsons, I think was his name.
That's awesome.
From Moe's.
Welcome. We have Nick from there's a Magic News Live. I totally bombed that.
Disney Nerd Herder said, hey, our
Magic News Live.
bad.
Yeah, Nick. We also have a couple of other people joined us. I want to get them. Busy Mama Perino, as well as
was that pizza?
Probably Dilly.
Oh, yeah,
and we had someone else. Oh, Steve's World joined us too. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining our Disney show. Next week is going to be our cruising show. And as we're at this point, you guys, I wanted to. Do you guys have anything more that you wanted to say about Star Wars before we head into the other parks?
Did they say what that blue milk is going to be made of? It's not going to be milk.
Yeah.
I mentioned the flavor. It's flavored milk. I mean, it says it's milk, so I hope it's milk.
It's bison milk.
It is not bison milk.
It's fruit flavored milk is what it is basically. So I think one of them. I think the green was citrus melon type of a thing, and the blue was like a blueberry or kind of a berry type of a mixture. But it's probably stuff that you can make at home and just call it blue.
It will never be
milk.
The same on that. So a couple of things.
I did want to bring one thing up real quick before you move on. Sorry. Tomorrow's announcement is speculation, though. Like, there is a shareholder meeting, and it's not known fact that they're going to announce the dates tomorrow. I just wanted to point that out. Star Wars Celebration Chicago in 35 days. That's when it starts. I think a lot of stuff is going to be talked about there as well. If they do have an announcement date tomorrow, possibly. My prediction. Possibly a Disney opening date tomorrow and the Disney World opening date for Star Wars Celebration Chicago in 35 days. That's my prediction. So I wanted to get that in. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they would announce Disney World yet because it is supposed to be projected, and if they're either the construction is on time or if it's ahead, I think they're going to be a little bit safe on that right now because anything could happen. But for next week's show, you guys, we are having special guests, Lalito Loca. If you guys are familiar with the cruise channel, they are the darlings of the cruising industry. They have been on several cruises, and we are looking forward to having them with us. So if you guys want to find out some great information with a fun couple, Lalito Loca will be on our show next week.
And it's going to be a mixture also with St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to be celebrating St. Patty's Day.
So
dilly
dilly,
yes, dilly on that day.
So at this time, you guys, we would like to invite you who are creators, if you can put it in the chat, and that way other people can check your channels out. If you have something special that is going on that you want people to know about upcoming, definitely it's your chance to do that. We want to give you guys a shout out of all the support for you guys to support us. We want to come back and support you. We also want to start something new. We are going to call it the Channel of the Week. So every week on our live show, as Rachel keeps sending us photos. Hi, Rachel. As we want to do every week, we want to start having a Channel of the Week. So our first one is, I wonder if she's still on the chat. Our first one is Morty Mouse. So a year ago to this day, we were probably about 35 subscribers. We went on a Disney Magic cruise, and that was in March of the 23rd. So we started releasing those videos.
We're still fresh
in
little
April.
YouTube babies.
Yeah. So when we started releasing those videos, I think we had maybe 48 subscribers. Now we're at 153. I think at 1,053 was the last count. So
I was like, whoa.
In a year, we went up to 1,000 subscribers. And the person who reached out to us first was Morty Mouse. And we became friends. And he really introduced us to the Disney family. And it's an awesome family. And that the family, you know, as we got more involved, became bigger and bigger.
The Disney YouTube family.
Yes. And
I wish it was the Disney family too.
We're still the Disney family because
Yeah.
we have the cruising family and we have the Disney family. And we honestly feel that if we never had a chance to meet Morty, we would still, as a new channel, been trying to figure out how to get this thing going, you know, how to get exposure, how do you get your channel recognized, how do you get to 1,000 subscribers. So we want to say to you guys, and we'll put his channel in the description at the bottom at the end of this video when it transfers over. But Morty Mouse has been an awesome supporter, a friend. He recently had a video that went viral. At last count, it was like 1,354,000 views. That's insane to have that.
That's probably the one I'm thinking about.
It was. His subscribers went from like 4,000, I believe, and now he's over 12,000 subscribers. So he's tried a lot of different stuff, and it's also another inspiration. He's changed a lot of his channel content. He's doing very interesting stuff. And it just shows that if you work hard, because he has like 700 videos, I believe. If you work hard and you continue at it, then you definitely will get success. So our channel of the week is Morty Mouse. If you guys haven't already, definitely check his channel out because he has a very interesting channel and he puts up really good quality product too on there.
It helped us to grow and it helped us to meet everybody that we know now. You know, Jim, RobFuz, Bob, and Ashley, everyone that watches us, and you know, Rachel and June, just everybody, and everybody is great. So we really appreciate everybody watching us, and we hope to continue to grow and all of you continue to grow as well. So I think everybody's
cheers to
great.
Morty. Congratulations, Morty.
Thank you. Yeah, dilly.
Woo! That's how I met you guys. I've met you guys through Morty. So I've thanked to meet, you know, a lot of my friends, Bob and Ashley as well. A lot of those guys. Kenny, a lot of those guys.
Welcome. It's our Fenwick Life. We met them on the Disney Bliss cruise. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Definitely check their channel out. They're also
Chat.
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 Sponsor. sponsor today is for this one by RobFuz.
We never did get to run.
Sponsorship. Woohoo!
We never did get to run with them. So
sorry, Jim.
We will next time. All right, you guys.
I've
So
burped like 6 or 7 times. I've been very good. So if you guys don't know, my sponsorship is these guys, DG Explorers. I keep asking if it's all right, and they keep saying it's all right. Now, I passed on the torch to Jim, I guess. There it is. Say something,
There we
Jim,
go.
so you can see the sponsorship. There it is.
Rob's Burpin is brought to you by D&G Explorers. D&G Explorers, ideas for life.
oh my god!
I told you guys it was catch on. It has. My friends say it. We're playing video games. They burp. Sponsored by DG Explorers.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen it in other streams. I love it. So
We'll take it as a compliment.
it's awesome. I love it.
I don't know how you're drinking that nasty drink.
If you guys haven't seen it, I'm drinking. It's a Corona
is that?
Premier. So it's a Corona Premier, and I put a spicy V8 tomato in there. And also I put a couple of shots of Tabasco, and not shots, a couple of
shots. How much Tabasco was in that?
Did you put some rum in there too? There, Gregory?
So
Derek, huh? Some rum.
Smuggler.
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit more
That
spicy,
looks disgusting.
but it's good. It's good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. You can keep on enjoying that.
All right. So
Just a regular Corona.
another thing which is going on that they've been making a lot of announcements, and if you guys want to talk about them, Rob, because I know you're
Jim's
mentioning
been
things,
covering it too on his
Jim,
show also. Yeah.
the Epcot and some of the changes which are going on at Epcot. So do you guys want to take that away?
Well, they're continuing to build Guardians of the Galaxy, and they've got a lot of the large building. There seems to be 2 or 3 different buildings that are all a part of this attraction. But the large part of the ride is this giant box of a building, and they've painted it that Disney green. You know that. Have you heard of that Disney green color? It's the color that they paint a lot of their garbage cans, and it's a color that was blended so that things would kind of disappear, and it's that light muted green color. Well, the bottom of this building is painted that color, and maybe the top 2/3 of the building is painted like a sky blue, and I think that is all to make it as unobtrusive as possible. Again, you could see this building from the entrance of Epcot in the parking lot. So it's a huge attraction right in the front of the park. So
how big is that sucker?
It's supposed to be, I heard that it's going to be one of the largest indoor roller coasters in the world.
Crazy. Is the rumor true you could fit like, I don't know, 2 or 3 spaceship Earths in there? You've seen it in person. I've yet to see
No.
it.
It's not that big. No.
That's what I read.
Well, that building was big to begin with Ellen in it. So
But the front building, isn't that just like the loading dock area? That's not the actual house where their coaster is going through, right?
Well, they built that new big box of a building. They're also building a much smaller building, which I think will be the loading area for the ride itself. And they're also connecting it with the that existing building, that golden dome. What is that? Wonders of Life?
Yeah, Wonders of Life.
So that's all part of this Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. So it will be huge. Altogether, perhaps you could fit a Spaceship Earth in there or 2. But you'd have to break it up. I think you'd have to break it up and then shove it in there. But yeah, it's supposed to be a really big indoor roller coaster.
I'm trying to picture what he just said. Break it up and then have to shove it all in there.
So do you think it's going to be like Gringotts Bank at Universal Studios?
I don't know. I've never been on that, so I don't know. What is that like?
Oh wow,
it's amazing.
You need to go on that. That's an experience.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really describe it and do it justice, but you're looking at screens or moving around on a coaster. It's the track switches.
Oh, you just ruined it. You said the word coaster.
But it's I was wondering if Disney is going to do something similar to that, but we'll see. It should be cool.
Each of those Harry Potter attractions are very unique. I can't really compare one to the other or say, you know, one is better than the other because they're all good aside from the Gryffindor ride or whatever.
Flight of Gryffindor?
Yes, that was okay. That was just repurposed.
It's a kid's ride.
Yeah, but everything else is just awesome. And then they're doing the Dueling Dragons. They're changing that they took that all down and they're doing a Hagrid's coaster. But sorry, I went from Disney to Universal. But anyway,
Bob and Ashley said it won't be like that ride. WD Gaming and Disney History said never been to Universal Studios. Much more of a Disney fan. We are huge Harry Potter fans. Huge Harry Potter fans. And those two lands alone are
could
worth
sit
it
in there all day just listening.
Get immersed in the Harry Potter world. Welcome, Florida Fanatics. How are you guys? Thanks for joining us.
And if I think I said Femwick earlier, I meant Fenwick, so I apologize. When I was notating, I can't like type on my phone.
How much better
than saying, it's better than saying Rumwick, so it's good.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm kidding.
So, what are some of the other interesting things of Epcot that they've announced?
Well, they're also, though they haven't really started on it much, if at all, but that space restaurant that's due to open up near between Test Track and Mission Space, you're going to be able to eat dinner in space, or an incredible facsimile of such a thing. But they haven't really done much with that yet. But that's on the horizon. The Ratatouille ride, you can see construction of the Ratatouille ride in the France Pavilion. And the gondolas, which will, I think those are going to open maybe sooner than everybody thinks too. They've been doing a lot of testing with the gondolas, and there's a station right between France and the UK pavilions. So out of everything this year, I mean, I'm looking forward to Galaxy's Edge, but the crowds are going to kind of keep me away. The gondolas are what I'm really looking forward to, and that's going to connect Epcot with a bunch of resorts and Hollywood Studios. So I'm really looking forward to the gondolas.
Someone estimated, they went on the website of the gondola company or something, and I think it was that guy on Twitter that he went on the gondola's website, and that model and those gondolas travel the Skyliner. Yeah, thanks, Jim. Travel X amount of miles per hour, so they were estimating how long it would take to get to different areas. It was kind of cool. That what's the guy's name on the guy who does the aerial view on Twitter? That person. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. So,
well, hopefully they're not going too fast.
Bio, whatever the guy's name is.
I saw because I know we were asking Bob how fast was the gondolas going, and he said he didn't have his radar gun out to test it, but I saw a video and it was actually faster than I thought. I didn't think it was going to go that fast. So it's
got to go faster to make air conditioning, because there's no air conditioning on these bad boys.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm afraid of. I mean, I'd be willing to try it once, but knowing our luck, we'll get stuck on it for hours with no air conditioning in an enclosed, confined space, and then I'm going to start going crazy. So.
Well, it's got to go kind of fast because it's got a long way to go. This isn't like taking a gondola from the front of Magic Kingdom to the back of Magic Kingdom. This is miles long.
Maybe 10 miles an hour. What?
I forget what the guy said, but BioReconstruct was the guy's name on Twitter. I'll go look for it.
Bob said it's like 14 miles an hour.
Say you're south from Caribbean Beach. Do you have to go like one stop, get off, get in line again, go to another stop, get off, get in line again, get another stop, get to Hollywood Studios? Like it seems like there's multiple stations, and well, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, from what I understand, the cars or the cabins can come off of the line. So let's say you're coming from Hollywood Studios. You know what I'm talking? You don't know what? I don't know what you're laughing at.
Because you said because he heard you say the carts can come off the line. He was probably thinking like they detach from the wire or something. Is that why you were laughing?
Well, in a sense, it will. It can get off at the station, off of the cable, so that if you want to continue to go to Epcot, you can, and I don't think you'll have to get out of the cabin. But if you want to get off there at Caribbean Beach, your cabin will disembark, or you can disembark there while your cabin is no longer on the cable temporarily, and then they can put it right back on when they reload it. Does that make sense?
I'm trying to picture how they're doing it, but yeah.
I'm
like,
sure
I can't imagine. There's so many stops. I can't imagine that they'd have you need you to get out of your cabin just to reload. There's got to be a better system. I think you'll be able to stay in your cabin for as long as you need to be in there.
It might, though, be like the transportation center with the 3 different monorails. They might have different lines to go to different ones. So it could possibly. I thought there was a bigger one at the Riviera, I think I thought that was like the main hub, which would take you to the different ones. But I could be wrong on that. I might just be making that up because it sounds good.
That kind of like freaks me out, though, to think that things are attaching and detaching and attaching again, and you're going high above. It's like you're going to start thinking, did they attach it correctly? Is it safe? You know, I mean, I'm being serious because
it might quickly.
I think of things like that.
It might quickly become an e-ticket ride if that's the case.
Nice. So I'm on BioReconstruct's Twitter. Sorry.
It's all right.
Gregory. It says retweet of earlier estimated of Skyliner travel times. Gondolas has been seen at 10-second intervals, so they would go off every 10 seconds. 24 gondolas span from the Disney Hollywood studio to the Caribbean Beach Hotel, I guess, for approximately 240 seconds or a 4-minute travel time. That's pretty fast. You know, if I'm thinking where, you know, what it is. So 11 miles an hour. That's that you guys were wondering. So
the ones at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, those are like lawn chairs up in the air, and those things freak me out. So that, and then now compared to the gondola, I don't know how I'm gonna be in that kind of a thing, but we'll see.
Dilly dilly, busy mama Parina.
Yes, thank
3,
you.
4, 5. There's gonna be 5 stations: Disney's Art of Animation and Pop Resort, Caribbean Beach, Disney Hollywood Studios, Disney's Riviera Resort, and it kind of does a weird L and then Epcot. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be fun, and they're coming soon, right, Jim? Like September-ish, right?
Yeah, if not sooner. I know they said fall, but man, they're already testing. You know, I don't know if they'd be testing if they weren't close to. Maybe I'm just hopeful. Yeah, let's stick with September. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if they got it going a little sooner. You know, they're certainly going to want it for Galaxy's Edge, and they'll want to work any bugs out of that system that they can. So, and if they're going to move up the date of Galaxy's Edge with an announcement tomorrow, I don't know. Probably not. But if they are, they're going to want to have this gondola system ready. So yeah, we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it because lately we've been staying at Pop Century just because of the cost, and we usually book it in with a Disney cruise. And I think in November, I don't know where we're staying yet, but that would be fun to do the gondolas. I'm gonna try it.
Well, if there's any attraction or system that I would want the bugs to be, you know, cleared out, it would be the gondola system, just because that's pretty scary to me anyway. I mean, I freaked out on the St. Thomas ones.
Well, the question would be, would they allow alcohol on the gondola in case that happens?
I don't know. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Am I saying it wrong? Am I saying it wrong? I say gondola, and you guys say gondola.
Yeah, I say gondola. So
yeah,
tomato, tomato.
I don't know.
I guess so.
Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Either way, let's call the whole thing off.
You're probably right. We have our own language.
But back to Epcot, they've got they're going to redo all of it seems like all of Future World. They're going to get rid of Innovations Club Cool. I think they're going to stop that a bit later. That character spot that's there, they're going to move it to the Journey to Imagination building over there. So big stuff going on at Epcot. They're going to redo the entrance. They're going to get rid of those monoliths and plant trees. So, yeah, Epcot's got a lot of stuff going. They want it all done before the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World.
2021.
Well, I remember where the Starbucks and the Cool Spot were, because they were like right next to each other, right?
Yeah, the Cool Spot is where you got the Beverly and the different sodas to taste.
So that Starbucks is going to be moving to a different location, but when I was reading the article, they were talking about intervention. So why are they getting rid of this other area that's clear across?
They're opening things up. I believe both the interventions are eventually going to be gone because they're going to redesign that area. The Wonders of Life Pavilion is going to be a play area, I believe is what it's being called. So it's an interactive area. So I don't know if that's going to be ready by 2021. I imagine it will be. So that's currently going to be changing too, which kind of makes me wonder what are they going to do with the festivals, like the Food and Wine Festival, because that's the center for it. So I wonder where they're going to move.
It's not open today.
Too.
It's not open. Yeah, they moved it to the Odyssey restaurant. I think that's mainly where the hub is now.
But they really only use that building for the food and wine. I don't know if they use it for the other festivals.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But now it's it's out. So
hey, there's cargo.
Yeah, you know what?
Cargo.
I'm happy they're bringing back the prism in front of Spaceship Earth. I like that. That's the statue with the prism that they're building with the new entrance there. They're getting rid of the. People have been calling it the tombstone, so which is not very nice. But get rid of those. Jim, I think you said it on your stream. Yeah, they're moving. Yeah, I don't see them in the picture. I'm looking at. Oh, I kind of see one off to the left there a little bit, but
I believe they're going to be like in an open area by the bus, where you pick up the buses to go to the different resort hotels. They were showing a picture, and it was in that area.
And they're also redoing. Is it Spaceship Earth? They're adding new scenes, and they're also refurbishing some of the older scenes and giving it like a whole makeover from what I read. So that'll be pretty exciting to see that too.
Holy cow, it's going to be a whole different park.
They were worried about all these big blue walls going up. You know, people are going to go to Epcot and all they're going to see is walls. And somebody made a statement saying that they wish that Disney wouldn't wait to do a bulk lump sum of their construction. Why don't they do like little bits at a time? Because you go to the park and they're right, all you're going to see is a bunch of walls. So what are you going to really get to enjoy? It's kind of like what we went through at Disney's California Adventures when they did their whole new thing.
I think the philosophy is to get in there and get it done instead of prolonging it.
Yeah, I see that too.
Because
I'm just looking at it from both sides.
Look at Hollywood Studios. That park seems like we weren't like really that interested when we went, but we actually had a good time there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the park was closed in terms of the attractions that we were used to seeing. So I think they're just trying to get it done. I'm happy. Epcot's my favorite Walt Disney World park. I'm glad that we finally are getting some changes to it because the Epcot that I knew
is coming into Epcot too.
No, it's going into Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, but it's still coming to Walt Disney World.
Yeah, but the Epcot I knew, which is in Rob's retro videos, was from 1993. That was my first visit to Walt Disney World. That's a lot different park than it is today. They've changed a lot of it, so I'm glad they're moving away from the current style. What year? 1993 was when I first went to Epcot. So I'm looking forward to the changes, and I'm pretty excited. The Space restaurant, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
I can't wait for that.
Really cool, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right, guys, we've been on a little bit longer. Do you want to add anything about Hollywood Studios? What's going on there?
Galaxy's Edge, of course, but also let's not forget about Mickey and Minnie's Runaway. I can't even say it. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Man, I really got to think while I say that. That will be opening hopefully. When is it? Next year?
I think so. I think it's sooner than later.
What I'm hoping for is that's going to add another family ride to that park because currently there isn't much for families. When I go there with my wife and my daughter, there's not a lot that the three of us could do together, or for little kids anyway. But so this is going to add a little dimension as far as rides for everybody, So, and it's supposed to be this innovative trackless system. I think, is that the trackless ride? Is that what I heard?
I believe so. Yeah.
And it's got that new animation style. Mickey and Minnie will be in the style of, I think, Rob, you said Ren and Stimpy. Is that right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the new artwork. I like the classic artwork that I grew up with. I don't know what prompted them to change it, but I mean, it's worth giving it a try. I'll certainly do that. But the great movie ride, people want it back.
Yeah, I want the great movie ride back too. I'm a little bitter about it, but you know what? I feel that this ride, there it is, Dilly Dilly, baby, woo! I feel this ride is going to be good because Disney's betting a lot on it because it's going to be in Disneyland. Apparently, it's going to be in Disneyland Paris. I heard, and now I believe they're going to put it there. And then I heard that the people who own the Tokyo Disneyland, they're interested in putting it in. So there's going to be like 4 of these in the world. I heard that was like the latest report I heard. So it's going to be crazy.
Yeah,
it's going to be in Toontown.
In Toontown, yep.
Yeah, there's some. There's 3 inches of land back there, so they're going to put it in there. So.
Yeah, they're not going to tear anything down to replace it. They're going to add on to.
I thought they were taking out one place. It was one of the stores they were taking that.
Oh yes,
out.
it is. It is there.
The entrance or something.
One.
I think it's that one that we bought.
But not like an attraction though. I thought they might be getting rid of Roger Rabbit's Toontown Spin.
Yeah,
but
I don't think they're
keeping that. That's kind of the main attraction. It is the main attraction of
that and Go-Go Gadgets Coaster.
Yeah, and the Treehouse.
There's not Treehouse in Toontown.
Yeah, you can climb it. The Chippendales.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like that.
Yes, and then also you have what else is going on with Hollywood Studios? Just really the Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So
isn't there something else coming in or something by the kids part there?
There is something to do with Lightning McQueen or something.
Oh, Lightning McQueen too. Yes. So,
but I'm not exactly sure what that is.
That building is so tiny. It really, we went December 1st, 2015. They what's the Star Wars thing called with the now with the different like museum pieces? I forget what that's called.
Oh, Cargo Bay.
Yeah. That was the first day that was open, and then if you guys don't know, this thing with Light McQueen is right next to Rock and Roller Coaster, and it's a little building. They have the villain. They used to have the villain dinner in there, and then you can go in there, and there's a villain show, and they had a cool dinner, and they had something really cool. They opened it up the day I was there, December 1st, 2015, because my kids went in there, and it was something cool. It was like a dance party with Mickey and Donald and everything. But it's like maybe 2 big buildings, and that's really it. They had it for corporate events too. That's what was in the building, and now they're going to have this Lightning McQueen experience. So that's opening very soon. I think September, right, Jim, or something. I think there's an opening date for it. Yeah, that's settled. So I don't know much about it. There's like a screens, and there's like an animatronic car, kind of like you guys have it in California Adventure, I believe.
Yeah, it's cool how they bring out the cars, how they change them. They go down the main street, and then they park them.
The loud one with the music playing.
Yeah, so it's really cool how they change out. So real quick in Disneyland, just some of the things that we're looking forward to. We have Greg, you'll have to help me out here. We do have the Runaway, if I can say it, the Runaway Railway. Is that how Jim
Railroad?
That's right.
They have that coming to the land of Toontown. Then we also have Galaxy's Edge, which I think is in a good but it definitely wouldn't work in Disney California Adventure. So even though Disneyland is an incredibly busy park, it's going to work where they locate it, especially with 3 entrances. So that's really cool. We have in Disney California Adventure, Bugs Land has been closed for a while. The new
Marvel or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, they're heavy into construction on that, and then they have a new carousel on Pixar Pier. What was it? Jesse?
Jesse's Roundabout or something like that. It used to be the Little Mermaid carousel, but now it's all Pixar area with Toy Story. So it's right by the Pixar,
Incredicoaster.
No, Pixar Mania. The one that we got stuck on when we were on it last.
So
for like almost a half hour, it seemed like.
Yeah, so there's still a lot going on at Disneyland in terms of their construction, but their big thing is going to be the Galaxy's Edge. Oh, they are bringing back the World of Color after some renovations.
That's already starting, I think.
Has it started?
I think so. Yeah.
So we have that to look forward to. Of course, they have.
Hey, what did they do with that area they were going to build that hotel that they closed all that stuff? What did they wind up doing with that?
Right now, they haven't really done anything with it because Rainforest Cafe and ESPN Zone have closed, as well as a movie theater, which is all in that back area. They reopened some of the shops. There was a Starbucks, Earl's Sandwich. I think Earl's Sandwiches opened. Starbucks did. But
Rainforest Cafe wants to come back. That's debatable. We'll see if that comes back or not.
Yeah, but other than that, they haven't really changed that much. ESPN Zone, that was the last one, and it was pretty much on its way out anyway because the others weren't successful.
They still have the sports and the everything playing, the lights are on and stuff, but they got rid of a lot of memorabilia. All that was donated to different schools and things. So. But it's a shame it was the last one.
I'm sure they have some plans in their mind, but I mean, we know that the hotel isn't going there, and I'm surprised that the movie theater didn't reopen too.
But they have it. They have the new one in the Garden Walk, so that's too close to each other.
From it, but yeah, you never know. It's Disney. I'm sure Disney could compete well against that.
They can get another contract to bring them back if they wanted to.
So
it's still all there.
Disney is raising the prices. And they're bringing in the entertainment. We're paying for the entertainment, and guess what? We keep going back because we love Disney.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought that they were raising prices to have crowd control. If that were the case, it's backfiring on Disney because it's not kind of fun. It's not causing crowd control. If anything, it's just making people want to go even more. That might have been what they were wanting also, reverse psychology type of a thing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, but did you guys want to add anything else on the parks before we kind of wrap it up?
I don't know. I think that's it.
I just said there's nothing going in Animal Kingdom, right, guys? Jim?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so. Everything's and then in Magic Kingdom, just there's Tron.
Yeah.
And were they bringing? I thought they were going to bring in another ride at some point into Avatar. There was talks of a third main ride at Avatar because they only have 2 right now. I thought I read or heard something about that at one point.
Maybe if they are, it's I think just speculation right now. If you heard that, I think it's a rumor at this point. But yeah, they could easily house another ride in there, and it would have 3-hour wait times.
Let's end up here before we do our final stuff. A final sponsorship with Jim.
Chat check.
Chat check.
Wow,
So Chat check sponsored by More Sunshine, Please. Ruth was asking if you guys have an idea on this, Jim. They do. Oh, they're just making a statement. They do keep prices down for military passes, so that's good. Disney Nerd Herders is heading out. Thank you. Guys, appreciate you coming by.
Yes,
keep your ears to
keep your also.
Yes, and then Sherry Awesome Sunset Travels. Keep your mouse ears to the ground for Star Wars news soon. Yes, it's going to be interesting to see what they announce tomorrow. So we'll all be waiting in anticipation. I think that's all the new questions on there. So with that, guys, we're going to turn it around to you guys so you can say your final statements. Rob, what would you like to say?
Thanks. Just thank you guys so much for having me on the show. I asked these guys if I could be on the show. It's kind of tough for me on Wednesdays, but thank you so much for having me on. Congratulations on being monetized. That is awesome. And you guys have been great friends. And congratulations. I didn't congratulate you live on a chat, so congratulations on hitting 1,000 subscribers. You guys have come so far. And definitely thank you to Morty Mouse. Congratulations, Morty, on your success, 12,000 subscribers. And if I didn't have Morty, I wouldn't have met you guys too. So you can check out my channel, RobFuz, RobFuz. I have RobFuz.com as well. You can go there. All the links to all my socials and all my stuff is on there. I have a blog that I've been doing forever on there. I'm going to be updating it a little bit more. And I have Drop That Rope as well. I'm going to be making an announcement about Drop That Rope very soon that will involve you guys as well. So, intriguing. So Drop That Rope will surface in 2019 as promised. So I think it's going to be kind of cool. And just thank you guys so much. Jim, I love your channel as well. More Sunshine, please. Definitely check out More Sunshine, please. Definitely subscribe to D&G Explorers if you guys haven't. Hit that like button. And congratulations again on being monetized. I was the first, and I'm very proud to be the first. And thank you guys for being such great friends. And thank you for being my sponsor as well. And I'll be going live Friday, 4:30 with Frankie. And I'll be doing some stuff. I'm going to be going live tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some other stuff. And I'm on Disney Fiasco this Saturday at 7 p.m. on Disney Dan's channel as well. So I got a whole repertoire of stuff to going on this week. So but thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you again so much for the super chat. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Jim, our support channel.
Guys, thank you so much again for having me on. Rob, thank you for the kind words and your support as well. Guys, I'm going to have you as a guest on my live stream again, because that was fun when we did that too. And that's I've been doing that on Tuesdays at 7:30 usually. So whenever you guys get a open Tuesday, let me know, and we'll have to do that. Again, this is always fun when you have me on your show. So thank you very much. And I guess that's it for me. I know you want me to have a final goodbye line, but I haven't fallen in love with any of them yet.
Sunshine, please. I always think of that when you guys talk about that. You have to have like a room of 50 people saying it.
Oh, wow.
More sunshine, please.
I'll work on that. I'm a teacher, so I have rooms full of people all day. So yeah, I can make that happen.
So we're proud to do your ending for you.
Thank you, R. Johns, for the contribution.
Thank you, R. Johns.
Nice.
Awesome. Very nice.
R. Johns, for the super chat.
Very nice of you. Thank you so much. So, Jim, as we like,
R. Johns was my first super chats, and I beat you, R. Johns. But that's very nice. Thank you, R. Johns. That is very cool.
So, Jim, how we like to end your show? Can I have some more sunshine, please?
I love that.
Yeah, I like when you do it. It's better than when I do it.
We like when you try to do it. That was cool.
Well, guys, thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Jim, what do you have coming up? Do you have another video? I know you just released a couple that you've done with your live shows. But what you're here every Tuesday nights, 4:30, I believe, is when you go live, right? Or is it 5? Or sorry, that's West Coast time, not East Coast.
Yeah, I try to go on at 7:30 Eastern. Got some videos I'm working on. One's about the caramel popcorn in the Germany pavilion that you've mentioned before. So I got that coming up. I will be going to the Flower and Garden Festival within the next week. So hope to have something on about that as well very soon.
Awesome. Thank you. So for us, what we have coming up next week, we have special guest La Lido Loca. It is going to be our cruising channel.
And St. Patty's Day, where you're green, so you don't get pinched.
That's right.
That's not on St. Patty's Day, but still.
It'll be our St. Patty's show. We have released the announcement of our group cruise. So if you guys want information, look in a little bit later or in our channel page in the About section, you'll see our email. We can send you a flyer of our group cruise, which is going to be September 26, 2020 on the Symphony of the Seas, which is the largest ship in the world. So we're looking forward to that. And then we also have been releasing our Norwegian Bliss, which is our first non-Disney cruise. We're going to be releasing this Friday or Saturday our second part of the day in St. Thomas. So most of the action was in the first part of that, but still some fun things always happen when Greg's involved
that
in
video last time was so awesome with that view. Holy cow, guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was in St. Thomas.
That thing.
Yeah, that was an amazing place. That was in Paradise Point in St. Thomas. So we went up a gondola, or
it was an experience.
Or a gondola? You mean gondola, right?
Yes.
Gondola.
It might be. There's certain words I say off because mom is British, and I have problems saying. I have to think about it. World. I usually say world.
Yes,
all over the world.
Trying to say world,
and I get because
right
I get my mom's British accent thrown in there, and I don't know if that's one of those words. We'll just say it's one of those words, or maybe I just can't speak. I don't know.
When you just said words, you're like woods.
but that's what's going on for us. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chats. You guys, awesome. Thank you for the support on everyone here. You guys are awesome. And as we like to end our shows, as Greg is ready to take a yawn and go to sleep, that yawn was sponsored by D&G Explorers. Thank you, guys. Rob, thank you so much for your support. You are awesome. Definitely, you're a power channel of ours. And then Jim from More Sunshines, please, you are the support channel. So with that, everyone, as we like to end it, everybody. As Mr. Walt Disney says, who's behind us, we're just getting started. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.